Hello, hello. Welcome. I forgot how to live stream again because I don't do it often enough. But welcome. We are kicking off Love is Blind season 10. And I like to do these live streams once the cast reveal comes out and look through the descriptions, make predictions, talk about kind of the setting we're in, the city, the themes around like the marketing of the season, just kind of what we expect to hear. And of course, there's already drama around the cast, controversy. There's always some controversy. I think it's just inevitable. So yeah, thanks for coming. The world is burning, so let's escape with some trash reality TV. Welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel, where we do miscellaneous things. I'm Zeleny. I typically cover TV, pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things on this channel. So subscribe if that's your vibe. Oh my god, I did the intro so smoothly today. What is my problem? Okay, yeah. So I just want to do a little cast reveal. I didn't know when I was going to fit this stream in because there's just so much going on. And by so much going on, I mostly mean like TV. I mean, obviously huge things in the news, but in entertainment, it's just so busy. Okay, I'm trying out a new mic too, so I'm getting live updates that I think it sounds good, sounds decent. It's a much better mic than what I was using before, which is more of a long range mic, and it was really long and skinny. It's what I use to make actual videos, but this is more like the typical streamer kind of mic. So, yeah, we just got these today. Me and Cameron, we got two. So maybe we'll bring the podcast back someday. But yeah, so Love is Blind. I just watched Traitors new episode. No spoilers, don't worry. The banquet episode, just because Alan Cumming had been talking it up like it was gonna be like a bloodbath and stuff, so I was really excited. So I scheduled to live stream after I watched the Traitors new episode. Great episode. Exciting stuff, but I'm not here to talk about Traitors. Also, it's just like once Love is Blind season hits, for me as a channel that like recaps it, it it hits my life like a train. So in the weeks leading up to Love is Blind releases, I kind of have to like prepare my life and get my stuff in order to like produce videos at such a fast speed, like on such a tight timeline. But I'm excited. I'm excited because this is season 10, and we kind of found out pretty late where the setting was going to be. A lot of us thought, including myself, I feel like I thought it was going to be Boston because there's been talk and chatter about the Boston season in just recent months, and I think they already have it filmed. They film these, they come out twice a year. They're always kind of filming them. There's casting calls for all these cities. So I thought it was going to be Boston, but then it's Ohio. And the kind of theory going around is that the spring Love is Blind season is the better season. And I feel like by better, people mean more successful romantically. But and the fall usually is less successful, like less marriages and whatnot. And I don't know if it's like a coincidence that that's been the pattern, or if they really like save the better, more successful season for the spring because it's around Valentine's Day. It's more lovey-dovey. Who knows? But I feel like seeing how this one turns out might be a good test of that theory, because there's a pattern there, but there's not really enough years yet, quite enough to like solidify the theory, in my opinion. For some people, it's more solidified, but Yeah, hi, Folka Coffee in the chat. Honestly, I haven't been able to complete a US season since DC. Yeah, people have been falling on and off. And also, like, by better season, it's kind of weird to me because sometimes the less successful seasons have more drama and more, like, WTF moments and shock value. I feel like a lot of people tuned in to Denver last year compared to Minneapolis, which was the spring, which was pretty boring, even though it did have a successful marriage. So for me, the best Love is Blind season is very arbitrary because it's like best drama kind of has been in the fall, but best like romance and marriages, that's been in the spring. Interesting. We'll see with this one, but I assume Boston's going to be the fall, and then we have this Ohio one. I expect there's got to be a marriage because last season was the first time we had no marriages, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was. And that was a big moment. So I feel like Love is Blind is not going to put another season back to back with no marriages. Folka Coffee says, no, agree. I think I always try to watch it because I'll always miss the vibe from seasons 1 through 4. And the non-US seasons are so good. That's so true. I've enjoyed a lot of the non-US seasons. I'll put the chat up there. I haven't watched all of them. The latest one was Germany. I didn't watch it. I usually watch if there's buzz or if I have like a connection to the country or the language. Early on, I was doing more of the international, but I get too burnt out. If we had one US season per year, I think I could do it and I would cover more international, but two Love is Blinds per year in the US just kind of like tears me up. And we also have UK, usually comes right before the fall. Love is Blind. So I just get a little burnt out and I can't cover every single country. Though one I regret missing out on is France. I just did not have time that season, that era to like fit it in because I heard that one was like really dramatic and crazy. And people there's a lot of buzz around that one. So maybe someday I'll go back and watch it, but yeah, I have heard Germany's people have been watching it. I just can't keep up with that many. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so we're about to start. The season 10 drops February 11th on Wednesdays as usual. Probably 6 episodes the first week. It always kills me a little bit. And then probably like 3 or 4 episodes the following week, the following Wednesday, and then 2 and 1. It always like kind of tapers down in batches. And yeah, I guess excited. I'm nervous. I think after last season, it was kind of like scary. It kind of the experiment failed for all intents and purposes. So it's kind of I don't know, like Love is Blind is in a weird spot right now and it's season 10 and that feels like very mature. It's just crazy that it's wild they do this show twice a year, and that's something that's dawned on me more recently because it's like we should not be on season 10. This show started in 2020. Like it's just like maturing faster than most shows do because most shows happen once a year. But yeah, let's talk this cast. I haven't dove into it yet. I've seen people talking about it. I saw when it came out, but I try not to until the live stream really deep dive into the trailer. I'll watch the trailer, but I can't play sound. I'm sorry. I've tried before and I get I get flagged. Is this the one? Is this chat? What's going on with chat? No, that's not chat. Is this? Okay, there's chat. Cool. Yeah, so Love is Blind, season 10, Ohio, and they keep saying Ohio instead of saying a city. So I'm kind of wondering if it's maybe like they couldn't find people just in one metro area and they just did the whole state of Ohio. Or what, or they just don't expect us to know the cities of Ohio, but from what I've been told, geographically, the cities in Ohio are kind of far apart. So I think that'll be something we find out eventually once they live together. We have 32 singles, ages 28 to 38. The cast I have seen is older. Pretty much every woman and man is in their 30s. It's something people have been asking for, and always say like probably makes for a better season with people actually looking to settle down. But it's also like a little weird, especially with the men, and I think it's why every season we have controversies with some of the men, because it's like if a man's in his mid-30s, single, like never been married, like and wants marriage so bad, it just kind of feels like maybe they're not ready, right? um some people that are more like on their second marriage or were engaged before or whatever, that makes more sense, like they have like experience. I don't know, but already there's allegations flying around with a couple of the men. And I'm just like, but and it's also like the fact that they want to go on a reality show. Like I feel like a lot of singles in their 30s, especially men, would be like not thinking of reality TV, and then these casting agents are kind of desperate for whoever, and then bad guys end up on the show. Because like when they were casting Austin, I was trying to convince my single friends to participate, to apply, and they were like, "No, I don't want to," because they're just very normal, well-adjusted adults, I guess. I don't know, but I was like, please apply so I can interview you for my channel. So self-centered of me. um okay, we don't need to know what happened. Let's get into the cast. Okay, these are like the generalizations about them. The impressive roster includes a dancer turned flight attendant, a former professional soccer player, an infectious disease doctor, and plenty of pet parents. Not to mention a high number of women on the Leo Virgo cusp paired alongside Pisces men, an intriguing combination when it comes to romance. I don't know that these are good matches, astrologically speaking, but I don't remember exactly. I don't know. Should we do trailer or bios first? Because I can't play the sound, so it's not that exciting. So we can just jump into bios. February 11th. Oh, hailing from Cincinnati to Columbus. This season's Pod Squad ranges. Okay. Cleveland. Wait, Cincinnati to Columbus? Isn't that far? Someone just told me they were far, and I should just open up a map. I don't really know. Multiple. Honestly, like so far the summary of the cast feels very like Midwestern. It feels very normal, like, a doctor, a flight attendant. Nothing crazy. I mean, I guess some professional athlete situations, retired professional soccer player, former Cleveland Cavaliers dancer. One simply dreams of taking his wife to a place called Grandpa's Cheese Barn. Sounds very Midwestern. I don't think anyone here is going to match the craziness that was the Denver season that has, holds the record and the title for weirdest season, weirdest cast. I doubt these people are gonna match them. They're just, corn-fed Midwesterners. They're gonna be probably normal. And so far the cast looks pretty normal. That's a good thing. Okay, so Alyssa said people are from Columbus, Cincy, and Cleveland because they couldn't find enough just for Columbus. That was my theory initially. Yeah. A whole state. I mean, Ohio's not that big. I come from Texas, so like my bar is high for a big state. Still, it's kind of like they'll have to pick. That'll be a conflict this season. Someone lives in Cincinnati, someone lives in Columbus. What are we gonna do? Um, Focus says, my thing is, I don't think men in general right now are gravitating towards any type of dating, matchmaking scenario. Yeah. Like, I think women are plenty, beautiful women, women that, well, because women are the ones who watch Love is Blind, so they know about it and they know about shows and they are interested in that. But men, that they're not the target demo. It's always hard to find men, and the casting clearly has struggled. um, and it is, it just is what it is. And people are always like, why are the men always so messed up? And it's just like all these factors where it's like it's kind of slim pickings for single of like a decent age, ready to settle down, attractive enough for TV, and willing to go on reality TV. That's a lot of boxes. Okay, Alex H. He's the soccer player, one of our Pisces. Soccer is life for Alex, and now he's learning to live without the game. Drafted by Minnesota United, former Division I goalkeeper, never expected his time in professional sports to be cut short. I'm proud of being able to come back mentally after 4 knee surgeries. Took away my athletic career, he says in The Game of Love. However, Alex is still hoping to score, especially with a spontaneous woman who embraces inner nomad. Fingers crossed she'll accept Alex's worst habit, taking a sip from a water bottle in the fridge, putting it back, and then grabbing a new one. Oh, that's his worst habit. Okay. Are we sure? That's not a little. That's not the worst thing. um a couple arguments have happened because of that. In return, Alex promises to be his partner's constant no matter where they choose to lay down roots. Okay, so he'll move to Cincinnati if he has to. I'm a rock, he says. I've been through a lot and can be strong when the chips are down. Very, I think the men's fashion is going to be very this. Nice guy, I guess. Okay. Alex L. Oh God. Oh, I've heard there's like several of every name. There's like several Alexes. Okay, Alex L. 33, Libra. Um, this lovable smartass, I see it, I guess, has yet to find his match in the Ohio dating scene. I don't listen to country music and I'm not religious, so that cuts out about 60% of the population. Fair enough. After 5 years of single life, he's hopeful that 40 the the other 40% is waiting in the pods. But Alex will be keeping his ears open for his ultimate ick, a baby voice. Fair enough. It freaks him freaks me out. That's 6 months of trouble. Just stay away. Why is it 6 months of trouble? Instead, Alex wants to meet a partner who's completely comfortable in their skin and doesn't expect him to change to meet their expectations. But be warned, if you don't get along with my friends, it's not going to work out. Also fair enough. Bonus points if she's down for yoga, and if she golfs, well, that might earn her a different kind of gold cup. What's the first kind? Oh, the first kind of gold cup. This? I assume. Okay. Everything he said was fair enough. Go Alex L. We should watch the trailer and see who to look out for. This always happens, but I'm so bad at remembering. Okay, we got a little sweater action. I like that. Brennan, 30, on the younger side. The men are younger than the women. I feel like the men are mostly early 30s. The women are mostly mid 30s. Another Libra. Okay. Brennan has a simple model. Do hard things, whether it's marathon training or finding a soulmate through a wall. He doesn't shrink away from a challenge. In recent years, Brennan has put in the work to become the most emotionally available version of himself. Learning how to manage my feelings and express them to a partner is what I'm proudest of. Don't believe him? Well, Brennan once wrote letters by hand to an ex-girlfriend on a weekly basis. Like that. Nice. He's bringing the same dedication and mindfulness to the pods, where he hopes to meet a woman who wants to start a family. As for the qualities of his future children will inherit from their mother, kindness is top of mind. Don't think kindness is genetic, but nurture versus nature, I guess. I want to meet someone who's soft-spoken, caring, and thoughtful, whether they're with me or a stranger in a coffee shop. Oh, like to a stranger? They're nice to a stranger? Okay. Okay. Oh god, these guys are already blending together. Oh, he looks the same. It's the same guy, just shorter. Okay, Chris. Oh, also everyone's like a financial something or other. I've heard Chase is based in Ohio, I think. Chase or one of those. So maybe they work at Chase. Chris, whether he's crushing on I was like, crushing on Iron Man. Okay, bye, King. No. Crushing an Iron Man triathlon or dominating his opponent on the jiu-jitsu mat. Chris likes to work up a sweat. This military veteran is looking for someone to match his pace on the treadmill and his positive outlook on life. My best habit is being overly optimistic about any situation. That's why Chris truly believes his soulmate is out there and waiting to be discovered in the pods after his most recent relationship came to an end after 6 years. Okay, 6-year relationship. That's big. Chris is still searching for a lasting connection with the emotionally intelligent woman of his dreams. If all goes to plan, Chris has 2 pets, an adopted stray cat named Chalupa, and his dog, Cookie, will have a new mom in no time, as long as she can put up with his habit of singing to them every morning. Okay, I love equal opportunity pet owner. I love a man that can appreciate a cat. That's always like a good sign, green flag. He looks short in this picture. Could be the clothes. But okay. Oh god, these men all have the same haircut, same facial hair. Same like eyes. Connor, account management. Everyone's a Pisces or a Libra between 30 and 32 and works in finance and looks like that. Okay, this is a cheese barn guy. Let's remember that. Fancy a trip to Grandpa's cheese barn? Well, then Connor might be the guy for you. It's exactly how it sounds. Connor says about his family's summer tradition to visit the iconic Ohio establishment. Okay, I love a little local flavor. Sometimes Love is Blind doesn't like to tell us like anything about where they are. They like to keep it ambiguous. But I like when we learn about a place. Okay, all he needs is a ride or die partner by his side, and hopefully with a lactate in hand. Fair enough. One day he plans to bring his own kids along, as starting a family is top priority. I know I'm going to be a good father. I want little me's running around and to teach them soccer. Heading into the experiment, Connor is keeping his mom's advice to listen first top of mind. Sometimes I ramble a lot, so if she's too nice to shut me up, I'll just keep talking. Thankfully, he'll have plenty of time to chat in the pods, where he's seeking a woman who makes him feel secure in the relationship and confident about their future together. So he's a yapper. We'll see. Connor. Let me remember. I'm trying to make mental pictures for when I see them in the trailer. Devo, 32, loan officer. Same haircut and facial hair we've seen so far. At least he's a Sagittarius, switching it up. On the rebound after his last relationship, Devo is going a full court press to find his dream teammate for life. Are these basketball metaphors? What is full court press? Don't be shocked by a sports metaphor here or there. I'm shocked. Because Devo spends most of his time watching or talking about basketball, football, or really whatever else is on. Feels very Midwestern and most places. Men in most places in the US. If his future partner is willing to put up with his game day obsession, then Devo will cheer her on from the sidelines for life. I don't want you to give up on your dreams and your passions. I want to be able to support you. This marriage-minded guy is done dating just to date. He's searching for a goal-driven woman who's prepared to fully commit and build a loving family. But he won't seek a second date with someone whose communication skills aren't up to his standards. I'm not a mind reader, so when I have to guess what's going on or what you're thinking, that's an ick to me. Fair, I guess. Will it be another Devin situation with the basketball and like he gifted a basketball? We'll see how far the obsession goes if we see this man. But it's funny, they have almost the same name. I think his name was like Devin or something, right? Okay. He has kind of the same haircut, but at least it's curly. And fun shirt. I like that. Haramal, ER doctor, fierce. 36, also different. And Virgo. Oh my God, Virgo man. People say things. I'm a Virgo, so I don't like to slander. And I don't have any personal experiences there, but that's what people say. But ER doctor, that's fierce. I'm about to watch The Pit after this, the new episode. So, if that's his life, anyone who, after watching that show, anyone who works in ER especially, but anything, I'm just like, the horrors of your daily life. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much. As an ER doctor, Haramal knows how precious life can be. And yeah, people be dying a lot. It's so sad. Okay. And now he's searching for someone to spend the rest of his with. My job and my life have deep purpose, so it's hard to find time to date. But don't let the degrees fool you. Haramal isn't invested in labels. I've gone to college, I'm a doctor, I'm a professor, but that's not who I am. Outside of work, Haramal loves to do little romantic things for his friends, go to the dog park with his beloved husky, Brawny, and listen to 6 hours of music every day. That's so specific. After 3 years of protecting his space and heart, he's now ready to push past his fears to find a partner who loves him unconditionally. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to end up being too much for somebody once they figure out how much I care. I'm very interested in him. His profession, just like anyone in that profession, I'm very fascinated by. But also his age kind of makes sense because like that's a very grueling like medical school. Like a lot of the people on The Pit, or not that that's real life, but on the show they're like single and older, and it's just because like the job is just so intense. It's like they don't have time to date or energy or whatever. So I hope we see more of him. I hope we do. Because, like, how many? Probably like 60 or 70% of these people we never see again, even on the show. There's been sometimes some of these bios, I'm like, oh, I want to see them. And then I never hear about them, see them. They don't match with anybody. They get cut out of the show. Sad. Jordan. Wearing Jordans. Let's remember that. Slightly different. No. Slightly longer hair than some of the others, but similar hair. 34, account executive, Pisces. Okay, he's checking all the same similar boxes as a lot of the guys. Known as the life of the party by friends and family, Jordan stays laughing through life. But he's never been more serious about finding a partner after 9 years of being single. I've been through heartbreak before, and that's when you start to put walls up For the right person, Jordan will open up to develop a pure connection with someone who shares his values and sense of humor. Growing up surrounded by a large, close-knit family, Jordan would love to share in his favorite traditions with his future wife, including competitive card games at Thanksgiving and walks with his 6-year-old dog, Bo. If you don't like dogs, sorry, he was here first. Fair enough. Jordan warns any potential suitor, adding that he brought a photo album of the pup into the pause for when he gets lonely. I wonder if he'll give that to someone like on a date, if we see him on any dates. Maybe he'll share the photo album. I'm sure a dog loving woman would appreciate that, would love it. Okay, Kevin. Got a little more style. I like the fit. 32 realtor and Scorpio. A little different. Kevin has been, I know it's just Kevin, but it's more fun to say Kevin, has been waiting for that sweep you off your feet moment, but his have stayed firmly planted on the ground. After 2 years of being single, this energetic go-getter is embracing his motto to just shake the dice, to take a chance on love. I'm most excited about finally meeting my best friend. Kevin has recently been on a journey to focus on his health and start his real estate career. And the last piece of the puzzle is having a lovely lady by his side. While he cherishes his group of guy friends back home, Kevin is sick of dragging them on trips or out to sporting events. Being able to have someone to travel with and tag along would just be amazing. Sure, Kevin can be a know-it-all at times, but he hopes he'll be able to laugh about it with his future partner. Okay. Seems cool. He did a career change. Wonder if we'll see more of him. Okay, back to the similar templates of the first few guys. Public accountant. A lot of them are finance. 35. Okay, Taurus. I can't talk shit about Taurus men because my partner's a Taurus. Morning person doesn't even begin to describe Kevin. By 5 a.m., this self-described golden retriever. Okay, this beige flag, orange flag. When men describe themselves as golden retriever, it's always a little Okay, by 5 a.m., this golden retriever is fueling up with a cup of black coffee served with an extra shot of espresso before heading out the door. If you can keep up, then Kevin might be the guy for you, especially if you're a passionate person. I don't care what it's about, but I like someone who brings their best self to whatever they do. For Kevin, that looks like working with a local nonprofit raising money for cancer research. Every year, Kevin participates in the annual bike ride fundraiser after losing his father to the disease. While he hasn't found a soulmate yet, Kevin is confident that his fellow Ohioans will deliver. People think Ohio's boring. Oh my god, I'm being called out. But it's not just a flyover state. It has a vibrant art scene, awesome sports teams, and amazing people. Okay, I like a guy that can stick up for his hometown, home place. Sure. Good for him. But the golden retriever thing, side-eyeing that. We'll see. Okay. This guy. Miguel. Another Taurus. Okay. And a software engineer. The money's probably really good. So is for accounting, though. Probably a lot of them. 32. Born in Puerto Rico, Miguel is proud to have built a life in the U.S. after landing a basketball scholarship and then a job in Cincinnati. Dating. I'm freezing outside. Okay, I couldn't help it. Dating stateside, however, has been less successful. This pro bodybuilder, I was wondering, I was like, he's looking bodybuilder-ish or something. Easily sparks attention, but has trouble maintaining a flame with a serious and selfless partner. Love is a commitment through health and sickness, wealth and poverty. There's no backing out when it comes to marriage. After ending a 4-year relationship, he's found the local scene to be far too insular to make a match. Instead, Miguel drives home drives hours out of his way for a dinner date, but won't waste his time if the vibe isn't right. Within 5 seconds of meeting someone, I know if I'm attracted to them or not. Okay. If he does find the one in the pods, Miguel can't wait to introduce him to his family, who loves to celebrate New Year's Eve together. Will he ring in 2027 as a married man? That's so random to call out New Year's Eve as the holiday your family. Like, I guess it's not much of a family holiday, but knowing them being Puerto Ricanos, they probably celebrate Christmas pretty hard. Probably a lot of holidays really hard. I bet his family is fun. If we get to see them, that'll probably be fun. But that's just funny. New Year's. Okay, back to the haircut and the facial hair. Mike, 30, sales manager, another Taurus. 7 months ago, Mike left New Jersey behind to seek new opportunities in Cleveland. I'm fresh to Ohio. I'm proud of myself for moving somewhere that I don't know anyone. Dating in the heartland, however, hasn't exactly done wonders for his heart. Michael typically meets women out at bars or on the apps, which he admits plays into his worst habits. I focus too much on the physical, and I tend to be picky, noting that dark hair and a beautiful smile typically grab his attention. Oh, okay. While Michael was too immature to marry in the past, he's been working on himself and his communication skills to make the most out of the experiment. What hasn't changed is his love language, which is giving gifts. All he asks in return is for a loyal and genuine connection with a woman who won't mind a sink full of dirty dishes or his habit of biting his nails. No. Come on, you're 30. Wash your dishes. Wash your dishes. I couldn't. I'm very intense about the dishes. That's the only thing I'm intense about. Okay, Mike. Okay, Jacket. I appreciate the choice. I don't know if I love it, but we went for it. Parker, 29, youngest so far. Business owner, another SAG. Okay, crazy jacket. Parker. Just in case I see him in the trailer. Parker is ready to meet the love of his life after taking time to meaningfully reflect on how he shows up in relationships. In the past, he admittedly struggled with an anxious attachment style after learning what the heck that was. Okay. But is now happy, complete, and secure. Parker is a dad to a rambunctious 1-year-old Bernese mountain dog and appreciates a woman who can match their energy. However, as the owner of an automotive company, he rarely gets a moment to himself, so excuse him if he's not the life of the party. I'm not always an extrovert. Sometimes my inner introvert takes over and I want to spend the whole weekend inside. Ideally, by next summer, he'll have a wife to join his family's Sunday cookouts at his parents' house. We'll see. Oh, God. No, I'm not going to remember. Oh, this is the guy with the So he has controversy. He has allegations against him. You can look at like story time with Ricky for those. I don't want to get too into it, but and I don't know yet if like we're gonna see him much or they can cut him out of the show. A lot of these people we don't see much, so maybe in the trailer we'll see, but I'm not gonna be able to distinguish him in the trailer. Are you kidding? Another finance, another SAG. Before even entering the pod, Steven has been dating with the love is blind mindset. The best relationships I've had have been based on personality first and looks were secondary. After nearly a year of being single, Steven wants to lock down a highly social and optimistic partner with deep appreciation for family. Save the sibling drama because Steven's biggest ick is someone who speaks badly about their brother or sister. That and discovering the girl he's dating has an OnlyFans account. Okay, the red flags are in the description already. While Steven was never laser focused on his studies, he's very much in touch with his artistic side. In his spare time, Steven enjoys painting and glass blowing, a hobby he picked up during COVID after an apprenticeship. Perhaps this budding artist will find his muse. OnlyFans. Okay, again, OnlyFans shaming. Interesting. I mean, people have their takes on that, but I don't know. It's a little shamey. It's a little judgmental. As long as I don't know if anyone will get this, but I've been watching the Vanderpump Rules reboot, which is not great, not great. But like, as long as the OnlyFans content is not incestuous, you know, to each their own. But you shouldn't judge what someone did before you got into some serious commitment. At least, I don't know. That's my take. That's my take. This guy is interesting looking. Like in the trailers, I'm like, I can recognize him. Tyler H. Management consultant. 32. Capricorn. First Capricorn. Rather than look for someone to grow old with, Tyler is searching for someone who makes him feel forever young. You can go to music festivals at 70 if you want. No one is stopping you. On Tyler's bucket list, crisscrossing the globe, he's already been to 18 countries so far, so his future partner better have a passport. His wanderlust is part of the reason he hasn't already found a mate in his hometown. Nobody wants to leave Ohio. Oh my god, people we meet on vacation. He's Poppy. A lot of people are pretty locked in. Should Tyler find his forever travel buddy, he's prepared to deliver in the romance department. Romance to me is saving all their little details in my phone, like their Chipotle order or how they like their coffee. I appreciate that. Okay. In return, he only asks that she remember his favorite beverage, chocolate milk. Okay. And won't mind his habit of late night vacuuming. Jail. Straight to jail. Sometimes I do it at 4 in the morning. God. I feel like I had seen outrage about that already. Like on the Reddits and stuff. And they're like, hopefully he doesn't have neighbor, like apartment neighbors or something. I won't mind. Like, excuse me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, Victor. Okay, it looks like this is the guy in the poster. So, rare occurrence that we have that. It's like from the reveal. So, Victor, we know he's going to be there because he's the only one with hair matching. And that's the last man. So, 34, professor, and a Virgo. 6'3". Ooh, the girls would like that. I mean, someone will, I guess. With a PhD, Victor makes quite an impression, but women tend to miss what's on the inside. People I've dated have seen me as Superman, and that makes it hard to open up. My biggest fear is being vulnerable and getting hurt. Originally from Brooklyn and newcomer to Columbus. That's a wild change. Brooklyn to Columbus? Victor is holding out hope for a partner who values transparency, consistency, and overall security he can offer in a relationship. But he knows good things come to those who wait. I'm a slow burn. I'm not a golden retriever. Wait. I'm a Doberman. What does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't know what kind of flag color that is. At least not a golden retriever, but Doberman. Okay. We just have to take our time and pace ourselves. Of course, the experiment could fast track them to the altar, and it will, for him. But if Victor meets a woman with a strong sense of purpose and even stronger connection to God, he's more ready to commit. Okay, religious, but intellectual, and a Doberman, and fear of being vulnerable. That's a lot of interesting combinations. He is definitely, oh, whoa. Is it here? Like, this has to be him. And he's with a blonde, which could be a lot of people, I'm assuming right now off the bat. A blonde with extensions, I think. I see. Ponytails the biggest enemy of extensions. As you could always see. So blonde woman. I'll be on the lookout for her, but I don't think I'm gonna guess her exactly. He's more identifiable since I think there's only 2 black men on the cast. And I think the other guy was bald. So he's on the this is a good time to talk about it, I guess. The tagline for this season is "See love from a new perspective." And like a top-down view. Like what does it mean? Looking it's just this one was so random because it looks like it's just a still frame from the reveal. Like, did they run out of budget for like a staged? Because last year they had like a cup falling over with the cup up, or they usually have like some hand, like a ring or a hand moment, or like something graphic with the pods, like a composite kind of image. But this is just like a still frame from the show. Like not even posed or I mean, I can see his height in this because it looks like they're standing kind of together, but I think he's on his knee. I don't know. That's just a random choice. It's kind of like who cares, but it was surprising to me, and I'm like, what is this new perspective? Because the tagline usually means something. Like I feel like last for Denver, it was like messy as hell. That wasn't that, but it was something like that implied that it was gonna be messy or weird. I don't know. I don't remember the tagline, but anyway, Victor, we will see you. We'll see you again. We know that. Okay, the women. See, it could be her, or it could be her, or it could be no. She's a little less blonde. I bet there's gonna be a few blondes to speculate who's with Victor. Also, yeah, like the weird thing. Usually, the poster is not a spoiler, and like this poster is hella spoiler. Okay. The women. This girl, her hair, it's full of secrets. Very large. Um, Nurse practitioner, 34, Aries. 7-year-old daughter. Okay, I've heard the discourse already starting to about like stop putting kids on Love is Blind after last season with the chicken guy and Luca. It's kind of rough to hear about. But I liked how they handled not putting the kid on camera, which I think it was the mom's choice, the child's mom. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little scary to. I don't think we've seen it work out aside from. I guess I don't want to give spoilers, but there was an international franchise that I watched where it did work out, but I haven't seen it work out elsewhere. I guess. I mean, I'm like, I give spoilers all the time about past seasons, but I just feel, I don't know, awkward. Okay, Amber. 7-year-old daughter at home. Amber is looking for a supportive and loyal man to join their family. It's one thing to travel or do fun things with someone, but that doesn't matter as much as being there for me when I have a horrible day. Amber has always been hardworking and ambitious. Obtaining a master's degree while raising a toddler is no small feat, and believes in giving it to your best no matter what. She wants to welcome a similarly driven guy into the homey life she's built with her daughter, as long as he doesn't mind which side of the bed he sleeps on. If Amber finds a compatible bedfellow who also isn't a slob, sorry, dirty dishes guy, she'll happily share her domestic talents. I make homemade waffles and syrup on Sunday morning and would love a partner to experience that with me. I'll take some waffles. That's great. I mean, usually for the women, I'm like, they're great. Love women. I love women. Because, statistically speaking, on Love is Blind, most of the time, who's causing all the heartbreak? The men. I like this dress. Very cute. Also, so far, feels very Midwestern or Ohio-ish to like a lot of people want a family. They're ready for that. They're mentioning like I want kids or family settling down, white picket fence vibes, you know. Ashley, also 34, claims manager, Virgo, Virgang. Fiercely loyal, almost to a fault, Ashley always strives to make the people in her life feel supported. But that, she says, is just the Ohio way. Ashley is incredibly close with her whole family, but her dad is her best friend. As long as I make my parents proud, then I'm proud of myself. When Ashley isn't hard at work, she's playing golf with her family. There was a guy with the gold cup for golf. Interesting. Uh, Golf with her family in South Carolina, an annual summer tradition she hopes to share with her future partner. So far, though, all her romances have been a swing and a miss. After 5 years in a toxic relationship, Ashley is aware of her tendency to ignore red flags. Oh no, girl. However, one she's definitely not willing to overlook is bad hygiene. The Virgo perfectionist in her jumps out when it comes to cleaning. Cleaning. Typo. But her Leo cusp might emerge in the pods with her bold, outspoken, and outgoing personality. I love the dress and the hair. The hair is giving. I don't think she's the blonde in the photo, because the photo reveal girl's hair was not this nice. Sorry. No shade, no shade, no shade. Orange. Love it. Okay. Brie. Also 34 so far. All 34. Senior merchant. What does that even mean? Leo. They said most of the women are Virgo and Leo. Between her demanding job and a new side hustle of flipping investment properties across the country. Oh, girl. Bree tends to maximize every minute of her day. I operate at 100 miles an hour and I'm looking for someone to help mellow me out. So far, we're 3 for 3 on like workaholic women, it sounds like. While a change of pace might be might be refreshing, that doesn't mean Bree will go the distance with a guy who isn't driven. The biggest red flag to me is someone with a lack of direction in life. If he can't show up as strong and confident to me, I find that really unattractive, especially when you're in your 30s. If she can overcome her admittedly long list of icks, Bree hopes to spend the rest of her days with her soulmate enjoying life's small pleasures. Like waking up and having a cup of coffee. I want to do all the simple things in life that I've done for so long. That I've done alone for so long. Yeah, I mean, I guess she's the most picky one we've seen. Long list of icks. But most of the time, these women bios are just like, I just want a man who's nice and can share a cup of coffee with me. Like, I feel like the bar is fairly low. Okay. Brittany S. 37. Love to see it. Flight attendant. Brittany S. Love the dress. Got some structure. Gemini. Can't talk shit about Gemini women because my mom is one. Not to sound too cavalier, but Brittany is a very gifted dancer. Love that. In fact, she previously danced for the Cleveland Cavs, even bringing home a national championship ring as co-captain of the team. She better work. I love dancers. I love dancers so much. While she's extremely proud to have been part of Cleveland history, she's got her eyes set on the future. Now I'm looking for the real ring. Born and raised in Ohio, Brittany is excited to introduce a fiance to her crazy family, for whom she gets her silly and goofy sense of humor. As a Gemini, Brittany says she has about 8 different personalities, but will try her best to only bring out two in this experiment. One side of her is a total chatterbox, but when she's upset, she has to take space. So don't be surprised if her pod dates have an intermission. I need a minute to think and then come back to have a conversation. Nice. Flight attendant, also cool. I remember, so in UK, it was a whole big deal when someone was a flight attendant. I hope that's not the case, because the girl, oh my God, that was the stupidest storyline, because that guy, I hate it. That guy was so dumb, and he like went into the experiment like the one type of person I'm not gonna date is a flight attendant. And then of course he matched with a flight attendant and then proposed to her, did the whole charade, and then at the end was like, I can't date a flight attendant. The flight attendant. I'm just like, we wasted all of our time. And that girl was nice. I think her name was Ashley or something. Ashley, Billy. Ugh, don't remind me of the flight attendant. In the UK, they call it cabin crew. I learned from that season. Okay, love this dress. Love the green. Brittany W. Oh God, again with the repeat names. I'm never gonna keep track. Brittany S. Flight attendant. Brittany W. 33. Registered nurse. Another nurse. Volga Coffee says no. Like we were all traumatized by all of that. The conspiring with the other guy. Yes. The guy conspired with the other guy that said no at the altar. It was a whole, that UK season was kind of crazy. And I had hope for all of them. Stupid. Brittany W. Okay. 33, Aquarius. Aquarius, rare sign. Rarest sign, I think. Brittany has spent the past year becoming whole after her last relationship and has taken a vow of celibacy that she plans to keep until her wedding day. Okay, one of these. At least we're getting it up front, because last season we had the situation of something of the sort with oh, I'm sorry to call him this, but the booger guy, Edmund and Calabria, right? That was her name. KB. It kind of felt like the vow of celibacy came after meeting Edmund. It wasn't quite clear that we were going in like that. I don't know. We don't know. But so in this case, it looks like she's going in with this. And not because she saw the person and was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want that. So yeah, you know, this is her commitment going in that she plans to keep until her wedding day. She's okay. I was trying to make sure it's like she hasn't like had a vow of celibacy since forever. It's like since the last relationship, I assume. She's a giving person by nature, and her career as a nurse has only strengthened her capacity to care for others. Brittany is proud to say she's paid off her nursing school debt. She better work, and is ready to meet someone who is just as hardworking. Ideally, her future partner will be a heavy sleeper, or at least will put up with her habit of hitting snooze. I'm not a morning person and I have to set like 10 alarms. Relatable, unfortunately. Brittany may have trouble waking up, but one thing she'll never do in a relationship is go to bed angry. Heading into the experiment, her biggest fear is getting to the altar and hearing her partner say no. Very possible fear. But if all goes well, she looks forward to riding off into the sunset together, preferably on roller skates. Wow, where's Edmund when you need him? Just kidding. He would hate the vow of celibacy. To be fair, I would also be magically celibate if I met Edmund. Eek, sorry. I mean, yeah, I don't blame KB for that necessarily. It was just like the way she presented it was like, oh, she wasn't very direct with him, I feel like, throughout that season. But also it was kind of hard to be. Okay, Bri. She's 30, commercial real estate agent. Maybe she'll connect with the realtor. Bri, Aries. been 7 years since Bri was in a relationship, and she doesn't even remember the last time she went on a real date. Nobody has been able to make me feel like they can take all of me. As Bri enters her 30s, she is proud of persevering through the challenges of the last decade. Bri lost her mom, who was incarcerated, to cancer. Oh my God. That's so intense. And then dealt with her grandma's death less than a year later. For Bri, keeping herself together in her 20s has been a huge accomplishment. No kidding. Now she's looking for someone who feels like home, just like Cozy, Ohio. Her perfect match won't be too sensitive and will accept her tough love language. Tough love language. If I bully you, I really do love you. They'll also need to be able to sit through reality TV marathons. Okay, girl. Subscribe. That's my favorite thing to do, sit on my couch, eat fast food, and watch Real Housewives. This is our first Real Housewives mention on Netflix. Okay, Bri. Love her. I don't know if these men are giving they will sit through Real Housewives. You know, that's a bit of a unicorn find. Okay, another blonde to add to our suspects for the poster. But the hair doesn't. This is also good hair. I don't know if it matches. Leather dress or pleather, fierce. Christine, speech language pathologist. I feel like that's so like the bachelor profession. Like that's always what I feel like a lot of the time. They're either like NFL or what's the basketball? NBA dancer, former dancer, or speech language pathologist. Christine has a strong feeling that somebody good is waiting for her in the pods as a mellow, easygoing person who doesn't enjoy being the center of attention. Girl, in this dress, you don't like being the center of attention? That belief is why she's taking this leap of faith. But Christine has no intention of settling. Oh, like settling, not settling down. Duh. I don't just want a husband, I want a partner to do life with. I've gone 30 years without him, and I'm ready for him now. To prepare for this moment, Christine has a running list of relationship tips she's collected over the years. I keep track of all the marriage advice I've received from couples that have been together for a long time. Her favorite, pray for your husband before you even meet him. She's not willing to give up her faith for anyone. Okay, God. Okay, maybe she is Victor's match. I'll have to assess all the blonde hair. So yeah, so faith, God, one of the religious. But there's a few religious guys too. So, would ideally find someone who would attend church with her on Sundays. As a big sports fan, Christine also wants to go to games with her future partner, especially if they'll join her in cheering on her beloved Bengals. Bengals. I didn't know those were Ohio. Okay. Love this dress. It's giving tulip. Dynasty. Okay. 33, senior marketing manager. Let's go, comms. Comms industry represent. Aries. An Aries through and through. Dynasty is an eternal optimist. While astrological pairings have led her astray before, she's willing to let another Leo prove me wrong. If the connection is strong enough, Dynasty is a romantic at heart and known to surprise past boyfriends with thoughtful gifts and experiences. Now that she's older, the budget is bigger. She's ready to spoil her man. Girl, can I be your man? According to her mom, Dynasty has been brave ever since she was a little girl. Her proudest achievement was living in England for over 2 years while she got her master's. Travel is a big part of who Dynasty is. There's that travel guy. Maybe. Was he the weird-looking guy? I'm sorry to call him the weird-looking guy. Not necessarily weird-looking, but like, there's that one guy that looks very distinct. I'll point him out in the trailers. But I was trying to remember if he was the travel guy. I think he might have been. Besides exploring the world together, she's most excited about introducing her future husband to self-care, like doing a 12-step skincare routine together after winding down in front of the TV with a cup of tea. Oh, she picked that up in the UK, probably. Love her. I hope we get to see her dynasty. Okay, another blonde for the list. Alyssa, 39. Another nurse, another Leo. That's the main. Men was finance. Libra. There was another. I mean, I guess there were a few, but finance, and most of the women are in nursing or healthcare. Alyssa. Okay. Blonde. She looks tall too. To have a shot with Alyssa, you better be able to hang with her 2 cats and dog. Another equal opportunity pet owner. Love it. If he's allergic, he's going to have to get a shot. Well, maybe she can administer it. They were here first. Oh my god, is she gonna match with the guy that said that? That was literally the same thing. Is this an Ohio thing? What? But if you find yourself sniffly for other reasons, Alyssa will always be there with your favorite comfort food. I'm an acts of service kind of girl. As a true Leo, she can't help but be the center of attention at times, but she's willing to share the spotlight with someone who can make her laugh. In the past, Alyssa has struggled to find men who take her seriously. They want to take me home, but not take me home to mama. Her own mama tells her she's picky. No flip-flops is a non-negotiable? Or no flip-flops is a non... Girl, I don't know. Does she like flip-flops or hate them? But Alyssa knows her soulmate will be kind and willing to put up with her impatience and backseat driving. Guilty. I'm just excited about going to the grocery store and cooking together and then sitting down watching our favorite show. Real Housewives. Okay. Nothing too crazy. No flip-flops, I guess. But I don't know. She might be the roots are not giving that reveal, but I'll have to assess later. Okay, Emma, 28. Pretty dress, great hair. Retail merchandising, another Aries. 28, she's probably our youngest woman. Having moved to Ohio for her job, Emma is proud of the community she's created. Through a 200-hour yoga teacher training and the launch of her own food Instagram account, Emma has connected with plenty of new friends. There was that one guy that wanted to do yoga, but he also wanted to do golf. So there's a girl that's into yoga and a girl that's into golf. Which will he choose? Stay tuned. Emma has now she's looking forward to sharing her favorite pastimes like morning yoga, cooking a hearty meal on Sunday nights with a soulmate. Food is my love language. Emma enjoys every part of the meal prep process, couldn't be me, including gathering the ingredients. Though her pet peeve is when other shoppers don't put their grocery carts away. Fair enough. While Emma won't sacrifice her independence, she is willing to cede some kitchen counter space to the right guy, especially if he can clean up after her. Emma admits when culinary inspiration strikes, I'm a little messy. So maybe she's a good match for the dishes, man. But she seems really chill, down to earth. Love food Instagram. I respect the hustle. Okay, this is a choice of dress. Fun, I guess. Jennifer, financial professional, to relate to the boys. Scorpio, never afraid to be honest. Jennifer is looking for a strong communicator, one who doesn't mind her constant "that's what she said" jokes. In a Michael Scott tease. In a relationship with the self-described jokester, Goofy, there will be plenty of shared laughs, starting with her family's annual tradition of watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Never seen it. Jennifer is excited to bring a partner into that fold, especially if they can help with some of her least favorite chores. I'm a clean freak, but I'm really bad at folding laundry. In return, Jennifer's sure to give her man his flowers, both literal and figurative, as she's all about romantic gestures. Guys deserve to get flowers too. After some bad experiences, Jennifer is not the biggest fan of Gemini men. I don't think we had any Gemini men, just Gemini woman. But if she meets one who is thoughtful, loyal, and an adventurous eater, it could be a sign that this Scorpio has found her twin flame. Triggered by that word after watching the documentaries about the cult. It's like a twin flame cult. I don't think that's what she means, but you know. Okay. She's goofy gal. I can tell by the dress. The dress is a very playful choice. Okay. She's kind of giving Demi Lovato. Jessica, 39. Infectious disease physician. Okay, I had seen we had a doctor man, doctor woman. I don't know if they'll bond or they'll hate each other. But love that. I mean, there's also a nurse practitioner in the mix. Libra, family is everything to Jessica. Her younger sister is her bestie, and her parents are the ones who encouraged her to join the experiment. I better get a shout out in my Austin Friends bios if they make it. Their one requirement is that her future partner loves Halloween. Spooky. I have a whole box of wigs at home. Love it. While she's ready to commit to a couple's costume, this spooky season fan can get scared when it comes to dating. My biggest fear is vulnerability. Admitting that I need help or some support can be hard. Makes sense as a doctor. Like, I feel like they have to be very put together. And then like be a comfort in hard times. Jessica is looking for someone patient and understanding, even when it comes to the constant one-sided conversation she has with her pets. I feel like the doctor guy was also a pet guy. I do a lot of things that could get on my partner's nerves. I live alone. I talk to my dogs all day long. Jessica is proud of how she treats others, but there's one thing she can't abide. I have misophonia, so I will get the ick if you don't chew with your mouth closed. So if that's your bad habit, maybe skip the dinner table. Misophonia representation. Okay, I love that. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Jessica. I'm sure she's going to talk about that in the pods. I'll be cheering her on because I have that. And yeah, I get really angry when someone chews. Even like editing myself, like hearing mouth sounds. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I appreciate the representation. Aren't twin flames like intense relationships that burn out? LOL, for her sake, I hope it's not her twin flame. I mean, that's a definition. I don't know. I feel like people say it as like kind of a even more intense version of soulmate. But this one cult just like appropriated it and like made it a whole crazy thing. It's fascinating but terrifying. Kia, 31, marketing director, another Leo. Pretty dress. A proud passenger princess. Same. Who has never had a license. Okay, I have a license. I just like to be driven around. Kaya is looking for someone successful and driven, and not just on the highway. Nothing revs her engine more than a man about his business, especially because she knows how to handle hers. Kia counts among her biggest accomplishments being a guest at Harvard Business School, where she spoke at a conference about the cannabis industry. Better work. But it's not all work and no play for Kia. Her family would describe her as goofy and bubbly. She's looking for a partner that can keep up with her banter. I need someone who is as sarcastic as I am. He should also be able to keep up with her pace since she recently took up running as a hobby and is training for a half marathon. Still, Kia knows that perfection is a trap and isn't looking for someone who just looks good on paper. Being imperfect is perfect to me. Good for her. She has Someone who's running, you know they have their shit together. Oh, I love this dress. Oh, Priyanka, 34, recruiter. A Virgo queen. Strangely diverse this season this year, especially after the right turn they took the last couple seasons, if you know what I mean. Definitely. I mean, there's still some of that representation maybe with the religious folks. I don't know. A lot of times that correlates with leaning conservative. Don't come at me. But yeah, the women seem more diverse than the men though. But for Ohio, yeah. I'm liking it. After building a life from scratch in several major cities, it's no surprise Priyanka's family and friends describe her as a socialite, uh, who meet who meet who meets new people easily. Despite her social prowess, Priyanka values her independence and doesn't plan on sacrificing it for love. I'm a firm believer that bringing someone into my life is an added value and doesn't complete me. Priyanka admits that the idea that she could be married in just 7 weeks is scary after spending the last 11 years single, but she's hoping to meet someone that she can truly count on. After all, according to her parents, finding your person is a numbers game. There are 9 billion people in this world. Uh, we made it to 9. I was still at 8. And you'll be compatible with so many of them, so it's about choosing. Once she does choose, Priyanka knows a lasting relationship takes hard work, for which she's more than willing to put in the time and effort. If it were easy, life would be boring. I hope we see more of her. She's gorgeous, on like the face card, truly. Okay, another blonde. Rosalind, another marketing manager, and a SAG. Rosalind is a Sagittarius who likes to take risks. Typical Sagittarius. While her family may say she talks too much, she's looking for someone who appreciates her animated storytelling. In her free time, she writes fiction, from children's literature to romance novels, and wants a partner she can bounce ideas off of while deep in a draft. Oh, I love that. Now she's entering the pods in hopes of writing her most personal love story yet, and this one will be nonfiction. Rosalind's parents were high school sweethearts, but her mom set the example of keeping her own hobbies and interests. They do life together, but they also have things as individuals that feed them. That balance is something Rosalind admires, and she is eager to learn about her future partner's passions as well as share her own. Another thing she must share with a spouse is strong political views. I wouldn't be able to build a foundation if we didn't believe in the same core things. What are the core things, I wonder? Rosalind. hmm. I mean, I agree. But big. Big. Ooh, I love this dress. I love this dress. So graphic. Tyler L. She's a Tyler too? Oh my god. So we have a Tyler. They should have just named him Tyler Man, Tyler Woman. 33 sales leader, another Gemini. Tyler admits she can be a little delusional, but it's only because she's powered by an optimistic spirit. Everything in life that I've done has been a result of me being bold and taking a little bit of risk. A proud girl's girl, Tyler started a nonprofit in college to support other women and was the first in her family to graduate with a bachelor's degree. Now she's looking for someone with a calming energy to balance her. I want a soft place to land, but Tyler knows that she'll have to switch up her tactics to find a forever partner. My biggest struggle dating in Ohio is that I don't be outside. I be in my bed taking a nap. Fair enough. My hope is that my man is going to knock on my door someday and wake me. I'm the problem, not Ohio. If he does come knocking, she's ready to fall crazy in love. As long as her future partner doesn't mind how much she talks about Beyonce. Love her. Gorgeous. I love this. This is my favorite dress. Top 2 to the week for sure. Oh, she seems fun. Okay, she's the last. She's the last woman. Let me get into this trailer. Or yeah, I guess the trailer's out, right? Like, I don't know if it's out. Like, there's the one where they interview the people and they're like on a backdrop and they repeat a lot of the stuff we've read. So I'll watch that, but yeah, I don't know if they have the actual trailer yet. But they have this, so we get to see them. Sorry, I have to mute it. I think it has subtitles though. Yeah, we just get to see them in their promo outfits, moving, talking, saying things. I feel like this cast reveal came late this year. Wait, English, and I'm gonna hear it. Dynasty. See, this is the guy that's like distinct looking. Rosalind. The subtitle placement. Genius. What the hell? Oh, this is bad. Tyler. Oh. Okay, this is the Brennan handwriting guy. Alex L. He's the goofy one. Chris. This guy, ER doctor. He's on the pit. Ashley. Brennan. He wants children. Amber. Daughter. Alyssa. Okay, Ohio. Okay, Victor has a sexy voice. Y'all can't hear it, but Brittany S. Flight attendant. I love her. This guy's eyes are just crazy. The late night vacuuming, yes. Okay. He's crazy for that. I don't know. I respect Beyonce standing. Scorpio. Flip-flops. Okay, she hates flip-flops. Confirmed. Kevin. Oh, he doesn't like a complicated coffee order. Okay. Alex hates the baby voice. Fair. Dynasty said narcissists give her the ick. Jordan wants accountability. Brianna wants Riz and swag. Yeah, the women are just like Just not a narcissist. How about that? And the men are like listing. Steven, oh, controversial. Brittany S. She has like a pretty cutesy voice. This subtitle's sending me on their face. Ohio means opportunity, and to her it means corn, which I'm with her. Okay. So many of these people like Ohio. I appreciate that. The trailer is not here. Let's solve the mystery. Who is this in the poster? Without a trailer. What the hell? It doesn't look very long. Maybe it's a single mom. Victor said he wanted a family. Maybe it's her? It's just like her hair does not look very voluminous here, but maybe it's just the hairstyle. Like, do people know who this is yet? I don't know. I haven't kept up. Okay, she's... See, I don't think it's her. The hair's too long and too silky. Not Ashley. Not a blonde. Christine. I mean, her hair is pretty silky too, but maybe it's just not the best hair day. No shade again, I know. Maybe it's her. Let's see the roots. Let's see the roots. No, see, I don't see like dark roots. So she has fairly dark roots. Um, she doesn't. Christine doesn't. Okay, Christine and the first lady. I don't think it's Alyssa. Um, she has dark roots as well. Okay, so down to two. Pretty. Let's see the roots. Let's see the roots and the part. Hmm. Amber or Christine. See, her hair's not really giving extensions. Like, I feel like she'd have more volume. But maybe they're extensions. I never know with people. It's between. They really did them dirty with this photo. I mean, it's just a still from. So, I mean, okay, we know it's Victor. So it's either our single mom, Amber, or Christine. Let's see, Christine. Oh, she was religious. So maybe it's her. Let me look at Amber again. This is my very thorough detective work. It's just her volume. Is it always like this? Her build, her boobs. She seems to have larger boobs than maybe the photo. I guess my final guess is Christine, but I'm not sure. Christine or Amber? Poll in the chat. If I had more people, I would have pulled the chat. Y'all gotta tell me. I mean, I'm sure by the time the trailer comes out, we'll know, because we'll see more looks from people, and we'll maybe see the dress, or maybe just see hair in different styles. I'm just gonna say Christine because of the religious thing, because she didn't mention religion, but she has a daughter and he wanted kids. Victor wanted a family, I believe. Strong sense of purpose, connection to God. Okay, maybe he didn't say anything about kids, actually. He didn't say anything about kids, just religion. So, final guess, Christine. Yeah, that's all we have for the trailer. I thought the trailer was out. My bad. I mean, I don't really had have time to do this stream another night, so that's why I chose tonight. And it was this week the cast reveal came out, so I wanted to hop on that. But I'm trying to make a video before Love is Blind hits me like a train. Because I've been watching The Boyfriend on Netflix and been obsessed with it, and I just want to get, because season 2 was coming out throughout January. The last of it comes out Tuesday, but I was probably gonna record a video like this weekend and like edit it before Love is Blind starts. And so with that in the mix, and I was thinking maybe a Grammy stream could be fun. I don't know. I'm kind of getting the ball rolling now that we're like kind of approaching on season for Love is Blind. OMG, I'm starting The Boyfriend soon. It's next on my list. I love it. I love it. Um, it's really a cozy show. It's a dating show on Netflix. It's Japanese, so it's a different style of reality TV. I'll talk about that in my video. But I used to watch Terrace House, and that's why I had seen buzz around The Boyfriend kind of filling the void that Terrace House left, and it had been on my watch list, but then I kind of forgot about it, and then the season 2 was starting up, and I was like, okay, let me jump on this while like a new season's coming out. And then I got hooked and went back, watched season 1. I'll explain all this in my video again, but yeah, so I want to get that video out before Love is Blind starts, and next week is just kind of busy with life stuff and just trying to prep my life to be sort of clear for Love is Blind, especially that first week that Love is Blind hits, because they release so many episodes in batch 1. It's really hard to turn around that first video. And I try to, like, I don't know, clean up my house and just do my laundry and just do the things that can be done before those episodes drop, and then I can just focus on those. That first one. And once I get through that first week, the rest is all downhill from there. It's hard, but still like manageable, because it's like 3 episodes or even 4 episodes, 3 episodes, 2 episodes. Like, that's a lot easier. But that first week always gets me good. Yes, you got this, Queen. Thank you so much, Full Calf Coffee. We're here whenever you're ready, honestly. You got this. Thank you so much. I'm trying to remind myself that too. Like, I don't need to like rush it too much. You know, people take their time watching the episodes anyway. Some people. I don't, and some people don't. But yeah, that first week is gonna take the longest. But I really want to get this Boyfriend video out first, just because I'm already like almost done scripting it and ready. It helps me to start the momentum going, and that's why I made a video about people we meet on vacation. a week or two ago that felt like a nice ease in. It's always hard after the holidays, kind of like remembering how to make videos and like write videos and recap stuff. So I'm trying to ease back into it. And yeah, so this live stream, sorry, it was last minute. I scheduled it because I realized my upcoming week was just a little bit busy, and tonight was just like the night it fit the best. And the cash reveal came out this week anyway, so next week it'd be like, that's last week's news, that the cash reveal came out. But I'm seated. I'm always seated for Love is Blind. It's a fascinating experiment, insane. Who thinks of this and why does it work? That's always the question. But I'm here. OMG, yes. I mean, I teach uni, not make videos, but setting up a canvas and going back always hurts. Yeah, like anything. I mean, same with my day job. I'm just like, how do I do this after the holidays? January, it always takes a couple weeks to get rolling and like make my body not feel like it's vacation. Let's just sit around and eat cookies because that's the best thing ever, and that's what I did during the holidays. So yeah, I'm excited for the momentum. Maybe I'll do a Grammys stream. YouTube sent out an email to creators that was like, make content about the Grammys. And I was like, I guess. Okay. I mean, I love pop music, and I did my kind of 2025 pop music review last year, at the end of last year, where I trying to say something nice about every main pop girl. That serves as kind of a place where I give my opinions on Grammy nominations and like just all the pop star projects of the year. So I already did my Grammys thing, but since it's such a big year for Gaga, maybe I want to live stream while it's happening. But I also can't like use content from the show because they'll copyright strike me. So I'm undecided on any Grammys content, but YouTube's like, make Grammys content, we'll push it, and then these are the decisions that it's not that interesting, but the decisions that go into YouTubing. Is the Grammy streaming on YouTube this year? No, it's not. And I don't know why YouTube is so invested in the Grammys. It's on CBS, as I think is usual. And I always like I have my schedule set to like watch the Grammys on Sunday. They're the Sunday. And I was ready, but now I'm like, maybe I'll stream while it's happening, but not show the Grammys, which is no fun. But also, like, if Gaga wins, it'd be fun to have a record of my reaction. Maybe if they're pushing it, it's like, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe if they're pushing it, it's less likely to be striked. I was wondering that too, but then I'm like, I'm not trying to find out by streaming it and then getting stricken. I've gotten sniped like 5 minutes into a stream before for streaming Netflix on stream. And then even playing Love is Blind trailer before. So stupid. I don't know. I get the feeling they're pushing it as like, make content just to promote it, but also don't use copyright content. Also, music is so copyrighted. Like every 5 seconds on the award show, they're playing a song and the performances. So it's like, obviously it's gonna get struck if it's the actual Grammy. Whatever. So this is irrelevant to Love is Blind. So that's the schedule though. We'll see about the Grammys night, but upcoming for sure, the boyfriend video, and then Love is Blind that week. Hopefully by the weekend, after the first batch drops, I will have a video up. I don't know when that weekend, but at some point that first weekend. That's Valentine's weekend. I'm just, yeah, such a sticky line with YouTube. So weird. Before, at least the Grammys, I'm like, okay, at least I'm interested in that, and I'm seated for the show. Like a few weeks ago, they sent, it's like, make videos about the NBA or something sportsy, and I was like, I can't. I draw the line there. So yeah, I'm excited for Love is Blind season 10. I feel like they have to have saved or like made a good one for number 10. That feels like it's double digits. We're a mature reality show now. There's a lot of, I don't know, opinions about the show. There was a big fail last season. No marriages. There's been some divorces since, quite a few, honestly. Now, a lot of seasons I feel like have no up-to-date current marriages. So that's interesting. So I feel like, in my opinion, Love is Blind has something to prove, and if they're smart and if they still are having any success on their shows, they would put it for this season and they would put the season forward. Because yeah, we got this announcement very late that it was Ohio. Normally, the previous reunion will tell us what's next, I feel like. This one they didn't. We didn't know what was coming. People thought a lot of places because they're casting in so many cities. So, yeah, I assume they saved something good for this if they have anything good left. But if I feel like if this season they have nothing good left, we're screwed. We're cooked. Show is over. We're done. That's my theory. We'll see. But thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much, Full Calf Coffee, for being in the chat and chatting it up with me. I'll be doing more streams at the end of season 10 of Love is Blind, usually for the finale and then for the reunion. And we just chat about, the outcomes and then any reunion tea or fun things like that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready though. It's a lot of work, but I'm like, I'm ready. I'm excited for all the TV. I've been watching so much good TV. Traders, right now, The Pit, Drag Race, even Vanderpump Rules, the reboot. I hate it, but hate to watch it. Love to hate watch it. Whatever. Slay. See you soon. Have a lovely time this month. Thank you. Thank you, Full Calf Coffee. Thank you, everyone watching live or on VOD. And yeah, this is a kickoff, so hope you have a good night and rest of your week and weekend. And I will see you soon with a video on the boyfriend, and then Love is Blind after that. So, good night. How do I end stream? I don't know.